Yeah, we're going to talk about some thunderstorms that are in our forecast for tomorrow night, and they're going to be coming in from the west at the close of day and then approaching us. So we have a weather alert out because of this severe weather threat. It's likely going to be damaging winds and large hail as the main threats here. The thunderstorms will be originating from this storm system that's out in California. In fact, we're watching this storm already kind of develop and has been bringing some pretty big rains in California over the weekend. Major rains across the valley, by the way. You see the spin in the atmosphere there. This thing is headed towards us, and it's going to be some rough weather tomorrow night because of it. This is the last 36 hours. What a weekend across most of the state of California. It's a lot of rain and heavy snows up into the mountains. But if you remember, just last year, we were talking about this 20-year drought that had been going on in California. There's no drought now in California after about a year and a half of good rain there. All right, the next 3 days look like this. They're in the 80s. In fact, Tuesday, Wednesday, upper 80s. But the thunderstorms that are in the forecast, that 20% is out west, late afternoon. It's a 50% chance for the rest of North Texas that night, and that's when the weather alert is in effect. Now, we're going to have some thunderstorms, we think, in our eastern counties as we get into the afternoon on Tuesday, but that threat looks pretty small right now as we will go into some dry and warmer weather for the rest of the work week. But here's Futurecast talking about tomorrow again. Now, we have a few passing showers possible. The atmosphere is capped, so there won't be any thunderstorms going, but we could have a few passing showers just because all the moisture that's coming up from the Gulf. We'll get into the 80s. It'll be humid, it'll be windy, and that's the dry line. The dry line will break the cap, and the thunderstorms get going at the end of the day, and then they start coming down I-20, headed towards the Metroplex. As they do so, they could be producing large hail, damaging winds. This will be going on across the evening hours. This is 8 o'clock. Look what the forecast model does by the time we get to 10 o'clock. Not much of a thunderstorm left. That's the forecast, that they actually weaken by the time they get into the Metroplex and not be a severe threat. But because it's so close, we're going to have to keep a close eye on all of this. We're going to have a slight risk of thunderstorms in the yellow there over pretty much from 35 off to our west. And on Tuesday, that threat is going to be on our eastern edge. So the First Alert Weather Team will be watching this throughout both stages of that as it unfolds and keeping you apprised. We're going to have temperatures near 90 degrees on Thursday. Then a major front comes through. And next weekend, it looks like it's going to start cooler and very wet.